Let's dive right into this explainer and discover how you can completely transform your day, and honestly, your entire life, by changing just one fundamental thing: your morning routine. Imagine taking absolute control of your future before you even finish that first cup of coffee. That's the core promise of Hal Elrod's The Miracle Morning, and we're going to break down exactly how to do it.
So I want you to ask yourself honestly right now, is your first waking hour actually serving you? Really think about it. Because this critical window disproportionately shapes your mindset, your discipline, and your overall results for the remaining 23 hours of your day. It's literally the ultimate leverage point.
See, there's a harsh divide between people who win their day and those who are merely surviving it. Most of us unconsciously waste this time, starting reactively, instantly doom scrolling on your phone in bed or just rushing around trying to get out the door. That creates a scattered, stressful day. On the flip side, an intentional start with focused, calm, and deliberate actions, that produces deliberate success.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, win your morning. Second, the 6 Life S.A.V.E.R.S. Third, mindset, covering silence, affirmations, and visualization. Fourth, action, hitting exercise, reading, and scribing. And finally, number 5, the 6-minute solution. Okay, let's jump right into section 1, win your morning. How the first hour sets the tone. Listen, this isn't just some abstract pie-in-the-sky theory. This framework was forged in the absolute fire of Hal Elrod's own recovery. After surviving a near-fatal car accident and later facing a devastating financial collapse, he used this exact routine to rebuild. It's living proof that hitting rock bottom can absolutely birth greatness, and that literally anyone can rebuild their life from anywhere. It all boils down to this: how you start your morning shapes your entire day. You've got to stop unconsciously wasting this high-leverage window and start claiming it as the foundation for your personal growth. The psychological tone you set the minute you wake up carries forward into every single decision you make later on.
Moving right along to section 2, the 6 Life S.A.V.E.R.S, the core framework.
This acronym represents 6 highly intentional practices: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. These are designed to snap you right out of that reactive state we talked about earlier and put you firmly in the driver's seat of your life. And the best part? These are totally practical, everyday habits. No complex theories here. Let's break this down. Section 3, mindset, conditioning the brain for success. We'll look at silence, affirmations, and visualization.
First up is the S, which stands for silence. This is meditation, prayer, or just quiet reflection used to create a calm mental baseline before the day's noise begins. Think about it. Before you look at a single demanding email or get dragged into a chaotic group chat, you need to establish a quiet center so you aren't starting your day already stressed out and playing defense.
And hey, this isn't about becoming a Zen monk or meditating for an hour. It's honestly as simple as taking just 60 seconds to sit on the edge of your bed and focus on your breathing before you even touch your phone. Just 1 single minute of deep, focused breaths completely calms your nervous system. Next up, we have affirmations. These are deliberately stated positive beliefs used to reinforce the desired identity you're committed to building. By consistently reinforcing who you are becoming through verbal repetition, you're actually gradually shaping your subconscious belief system and your physical behavior to match that powerful new identity. For instance, instead of instantly stressing out about your upcoming commute, because, let's face it, stressing has literally never cleared a traffic jam, state clearly, "I am focused and in control." Say it out loud with absolute conviction every single morning. You're intentionally replacing that anxious dread of traffic or deadlines with a proactive declaration of control. Then the V stands for visualization. This means vividly imagining your goals as already achieved to build motivation and mentally rehearse success. It's where you rehearse the actions needed to overcome today's specific hurdles before they even happen in real life, setting a really bold vision for what you can achieve. Here's a perfect everyday example. Mentally rehearse a calm, composed response to that stressful 10 a.m. Zoom meeting before it even starts. If you know you've got a tense meeting coming up, see yourself handling it brilliantly right now. So when 10 a.m. rolls around, you aren't reacting emotionally, you're just running a familiar script. It feels almost like a totally unfair advantage. All right, section 4, action, creating momentum and tangible growth. Let's look at exercise, reading, and scribing. The first action is exercise. This is a brief burst of physical movement
first thing in the morning to shift your energy, mood, and mental alertness. Look, we aren't talking about hitting the gym for an hour or training for a marathon here. This is purely about changing your physiological state immediately upon waking. It's all about energy, not necessarily fitness.
You absolutely don't need a gym. Just do 2 minutes of jumping jacks right next to your bed to wake up your body. Seriously, a couple minutes of intense movement right there beside your bed is all it takes to pump oxygen to your brain, release some endorphins, and totally shake off the grogginess of sleep.
The next letter is R for reading. This means engaging with books that support personal growth to build real knowledge over time. You gotta feed your brain with high-quality ideas. And doing this in the morning ensures your personal development never gets pushed to the back burner when your day inevitably gets super busy.
The math on this is actually staggering when you break it down. Reading just 10 pages a day leads to 3,650 pages a year. That's roughly 12 to 15 entire books just from a few minutes every morning. It just goes to show that consistency is always going to beat intensity.
The final S is for scribing or journaling. This means writing briefly to process your thoughts, outline your goals, and create a visible record of your tangible progress. Jotting down what you're grateful for or exactly what you want to achieve today makes your otherwise invisible growth completely tangible, which dramatically boosts your daily motivation.
This brings us to Section 5, the 6-minute solution, adapting to real constraints. This whole framework builds into an incredible, condensed routine if you're short on time. Minute 1, silence. Minute 2, affirmations. Minute 3, visualization. Minute 4, exercise. Minute 5, reading. Minute 6, scribing. By dedicating just 60 seconds to each of the 6 practices, you completely destroy that "I don't have time" excuse and still reap immense psychological and physical benefits.
Which leaves us with our final, powerful takeaway, and I want you to remember this. You don't need hours. 6 intentional minutes each morning can change the shape of your whole day. So the choice is totally yours. Tomorrow morning, when that alarm goes off, are you going to hit snooze on your potential, or are you going to give yourself 6 minutes to change your life?